Hi, everyone. Earl Fanatic here again with the Cryptopolitan podcast. And today's guest is Dr. Kathryn. Dr. Kathryn, how are you?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Apparently, it's freezing in Vancouver and Florida today. So we had a fun
Downright
start.
chilly.
Yeah, no kidding. So, all right. Well, let's dive into the project. Let's start off with just name the project. What does it do? 30,000 foot level. Keep it newbie friendly.
Got it. Got it. So, Geode is an ecosystem. We hear that all the time, right? It's an
Mhm.
ecosystem, it's a layer one chain. But we decided to do things completely differently. So, what we're doing is bringing everything into one place, making it easy for people to know what to do. So, for
Okay.
example, we have a native suite of apps, everything you need, all in one place in the same portal.
Hmm.
So often people, when they first approach Web3, they're like, well, I don't know what to do. Where do I
Right.
go? What do I do? And it's so esoteric, they get really confused. And I talk to, I'm onboarding new people, I'm handing out the orange pill all day long. And they always say the same thing. They're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So with Geode, we made it super, super user friendly, where onboarding is a few clicks and
Hmm.
it's fun, it's easy to make an account, you can do everything on your phone, and then when you get in there you see all these useful apps, real utility. There's a marketplace where you can buy and sell and nobody's taking a cut of the profit, you keep all the profit. There's a private messaging app that's super, super private, messages are evaporating over time, and advertisers pay you directly to put messages in your inbox and you get to decide
Wow.
what it costs. Yeah, you get to set your inbox fee. It's sort of a mix between text message and email, like the way, well, frankly, the way I always wanted it to be. Like
Right.
you ought to have to pay to spam my inbox. Well, now they do. We
Right.
have a social app, and
Yep. Sorry.
and that was fun. Um, so we have a social app where you have a pure feed, and then you have that's just who you follow, no algorithm throwing in extra stuff. And then you have
Mhm.
a paid feed where advertisers pay you directly to look at their ads. So we specialize in taking the middleman out of it. So instead of if you look at an ad,
Mhm.
instead of Facebook gets paid, you get paid.
That's
And why
fantastic.
not? Yeah, it's great because you can do that with Web3. You can't do that in Web2. It's something you can only do with smart contracts. So we were really excited. We have our version of Amazon, except no middleman taking a cut of the profit. Our version of social, but no middleman taking the advertising money goes straight to you. Our version of email and text message, but no middleman, you get the money. And so we love doing that, just taking the middleman out of these typical
Yeah.
Web2 things that everybody loves. So we have, a special type of resume. You can put your resume in there. You can register your intellectual property. We have a domain name service, just useful, super useful, practical apps. So that when people get in there, they go, oh, okay, I actually see how this can make my life better. I actually
Absolutely.
see what I can do with this. So we make it easy, we make it fun, we make it useful and practical. And then our next move, the next thing that we're developing that we're really excited about is a cross-chain search. So that if you like
Hmm.
these apps, there's
Right.
probably a lot of apps. You get curious, well, what other decentralized apps are out there? But they're hard to find and hard to link to, and you don't know how good are they? Is it a
It's
scam? Is it
it's
a
almost
rug
like
pull?
an Amazon or Netflix of app structure, where it's like if you like this, you
Exactly.
might like that. If you like that, you might like this.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
So
cool.
we're going to have it's an AI driven search where you can search for apps across all chains, not just ours, but across
Mm.
every chain out there. You'll have star ratings, reviews so that you can understand, is this a quality app, is it not? And if you find one you like, whether it's on our chain or someone else's, you can then add that to your home screen so you can get to it quickly. So in
Interesting.
your Geode portal is all your favorite apps, well, the
Hmm.
geonative stuff and stuff you found that you liked on other chains. So it becomes so convenient and kind of the Google of the Web3 world, right? We've got this
Right.
powerful search feature, and then we've kind of got the native apps that are very useful. And it helped just make it simple for people. So we intend to onboard the world. And what's also cool about Geode, that I don't see too many other places and other projects, is a really connected community. When we
Mm.
have meetings, you see our faces, not our
Right,
profile
right. It's,
pictures.
it's
We
not some, yeah.
actually get on, yeah, we're actual real people. All of our internal meetings are public on the Discord. Anyone can come
Mhm.
and jump in and help and contribute. And that's been critical because we started this project with no money. We're doing a
Mm.
seed round right now, but this will be the first money we've had. So for 3 years, we've built all of this with zero money.
That's fantastic.
And
So
so,
you've
it's
really
relied
taken
on.
to heart like the whole crypto movement, the whole crypto community. So you built the community, you built the thing. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. You cut out the middleman. You got real decentralization here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the real deal. You're actually walking the walk.
We're doing it. Yeah, we're
You know.
doing it. And it's wonderful. And because we had to build it with no funding, it required that cohesive, connected community. We
Hmm.
actually talk to each other. We actually know each other.
Right.
And some are local, but we're all over the world and we actually get along. We just did a vote. We're about to do a little updating to our logo and branding a little bit.
Hmm.
Just updating colors and things like that, a little makeover, and our market maker gets involved. Who else's
Nice.
market maker actually is active in the community, wanting to have a say and where it goes? They're the greatest. They're
No,
just the
they're, they're,
best.
they're usually just straight business, right? It's like, okay, let's
Yeah,
make the
no,
market
they're
and get out
wonder.
of
They're
here.
so yeah, they're wonderful advisors, and everybody contributes. We have the most patient whales I think we've ever ever
Mm.
existed. This is a long term project to really set people free, and allow them to monetize their own time, attention, and productivity. Um,
That's really
so
cool.
it's a mission. It's an
So
all out mission.
you just hit me with like a bunch of heavy stuff, just bang 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 bang, all these crazy things that people are like striving for with capital, right? And you did it without capital, so that's some
Right.
a little bit of magic sauce right there. You
We
you, you
had
built
to.
this crazy community where your market maker actually talks to you. I'm like, holy crap. So that's a first. I've never heard that one.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. It's great. We speak regularly. They're really
Yeah.
involved in the community. We were so lucky to find them. I'm so appreciative of it. And the whole community is that way. They're so helpful. We have people who go to crypto conferences spending their own money to represent Geode. That's
Nice.
how much they believe in this project. And it's not just, I mean, why would they believe that much? It's because, I mean, why would we do this? Why would I give 3 years of my life? My husband is my co-founder. We've both given 3 years of our lives to this project so far
Mm,
with no money, because it needs to be. There needs to be that option where people can
right.
buy and sell directly and not nobody's taking the profit. And because you can do that with smart contracts, and because we could do that as technology developers, we've had whole careers developing novel technology, so we could, and it needed to happen. And we just hit that moment 3 years ago where we were like, okay, we're the ones to do it, let's do it, nobody else is
Well,
doing this.
sometimes what is it? What was it? Necessity is a mother of invention. So, like, if it doesn't exist
It
yet, you build
is.
your own, right? Like, you didn't have much of a
Yeah,
choice.
we didn't. I was
As
just
far as I know, this doesn't exist as cohesive as you've just explained it.
not yet. And I've been shocked, even after 3 years, still nobody's doing it this way. So I'm excited to bring this to people. And we're
Hmm.
just this year is all about opening the doors and letting everybody in. And
Well,
I'm stoked.
clearly you have the community to back you guys because if people are going to
Yeah.
events and paying their own money just to represent, I mean that's a huge win right there. So
Isn't it
again,
amazing? I love them.
you hit me with a bunch of stuff. If you were to boil it down and you could just pick one, two, three things that you're most excited about, upcoming
Yeah.
with the project, what would those three things be?
Cross chain search.
That's magical.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I'm really excited about that. And I have several different sort of technical approaches for it, which brings the likelihood of success of that technical
Mhm.
success that I can pull it off up over 90%.
Okay.
Um, I'm a nerd. I have to quantify everything.
I love it. I'm a
But
nerd
yeah,
too. That
cross chain
it speaks
search,
to my soul.
that's going to be huge. Our upcoming marketing, we're going to be focusing on local marketing, in-person
Interesting.
marketing.
Okay.
um, because it's just, I mean, we're going to do the social media stuff and all that too,
Hmm.
but I'm really interested to see where real in-person marketing, because part of our ethos is this, we're about real people in the real world, making a real connection and doing
Hmm.
real useful things. And
Okay.
so we want to bring that into the event space. So we're going to be experimenting with some local marketing techniques at sports events around universities and things like that, and see what we can
Interesting.
do with that. And I think that's going to be a ton of fun. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and then our seed round, which is happening right now, will be, it's the first funding we're bringing in, and we're looking to close that. And that's exciting because it's not just because it's money, because it's rocket fuel. When you
Mm,
can back marketing and advertising, exchange listings, et cetera, with the proper funding to really do that right, it's just rocket fuel for the whole
absolutely.
project.
Well, the fact that you come this far without funding, and then you built it with
Yeah,
community, and then you built it with
yeah,
all the right pieces of the puzzle, and you're doing, basically it's the message of Web3 in a nutshell, what you've kind of created here as an L1,
yeah.
and then you've got the community backing it all. That's nuts. Like you got all the pieces of the puzzle together, and then you're adding, like you said, capital to it. Now it's truly rocket fuel. You know,
Right.
it's kind of like the funny saying, like, you are what you are really when you're drunk, right? Like, so what happens is that whatever if you're a happy person and you get drunk, you're a happy drunk. If you're an angry person and you get drunk, you're an angry drunk. So this is like a real legitimate project with the architecture and the community and everything that everyone swears they're trying to build behind it. Now
Hmm.
you're gonna add the rocket fuel to it. There's your drink. Whatever you
Yes.
are is going to multiply and get bigger, badder, stronger, faster, better, etc., etc. And that's truly exciting.
Exactly. Yeah, because the foundation is there, the ethos is there. And a lot of people, when they come to Geode, about half, 50%, have never done anything crypto before. And they
Wow. So
come,
you're
yeah,
actually getting it to the mainstream.
we're actually onboarding, I onboarded my mother. It was amazing. And a lot
That's
of
a good
people
test.
who, yeah, it is a great test, and so it's and now she's a very smart lady, but she'd never done anything crypto before. She was curious, and we're
Hmm.
finding a lot of that. People, they're very curious. They'll say things like, "I know this is the future, and I want to understand, but I'm scared of scams." And you see the headlines, and
Yeah.
so they find what we're doing and the way that we're doing it, the ethos that we're doing it with, and they say, "Okay, that one, I trust this project. That's the one I'm going to get in on." And so
Hmm.
about half of our community are pretty hardcore tech, and the other half are people that are brand new to crypto. A lot of them aren't even technical. They just are sort of tired of the Web 2 way, and they want to try it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
I
truly an
love
epic
it.
project. I'm really
It's
glad we got to
great.
meet. I have to check this out now after this. Like immediately
Yes,
after this call, I'm gonna
absolutely
hang up and I'm gonna
welcome.
go find it and become part of this crazy community you're talking about.
I will give you my referral link, because
Uh,
we give 2 levels of referral bonuses when people bring in their friends. It's all
oh,
about real
fantastic.
people in the real world. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, please. I will be
Yeah.
there with bells on. All right. Well, this all sounds fantastic, but as all things, there needs to be some sort of balance in life, right? You can't sit in front of your computer screen all day long and still be a person at the end of the day. After 3 long
Right.
years of working on this project, you have to have some sort of outlet, some sort of hobby, some sort of other bit of life, because I know you dedicated 3 years, but you have to go outside once in a while, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You
So,
got it. You have to. Yeah. Or you will lose your mind. You will get so, myopic in the
right.
project that you will forget who you are. And you have to be able to get that distance from them. So it's because part of the wonderful thing is it's a husband-wife team, right?
Hmm.
Working, co-founding with my husband is the most fun thing I have ever done in my life.
Cool.
So we also take breaks together and keep each other accountable. So uh we have one day a week, we have a mandatory fun day.
Okay.
We had to implement this because when we first started this project, we are so driven by the mission and so excited, and it's so fun that
Yeah,
we
you
didn't
just
take a
fall into
day
it.
off. You just fall into it. You love it. You want to do it all the time. So we have one day a week was called Mandatory Fun Day,
Okay.
and where we go out and we're just husband and wife, and we're just people in the world having fun. We're right near the beach. We go to the beach. We take long walks at least twice a week. I don't know, anywhere from 5 to 8 miles. And we
Nice.
try to resist talking about the project. We try to talk about other things, something
Everything else
interesting that
but
we,
that, yeah.
right? Yeah, maybe we read something interesting. But we're also gym rats. And Tom even more so. He's in the gym probably 3 hours a day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm over there like an hour and a half, but we're big gym rats. I am a certified 500-hour yoga teacher, so I'm
Wow.
big into yoga, and I teach individuals sometimes. I don't do group classes these days, but it's a big part of my life. That sort of all of physical exercise, whether it's yoga, long walks, lifting heavy, cardio. So, and that's important because I find I get wound up when I'm working on the project. I may get a little
Hmm.
wound up, right? Or even just the stress level of doing a VC round um, is incredible. Um, and let's see.
You
Can
got
you
the whole
still hear me?
trifecta there. You got the health, you got the
Yeah,
wealth, you got the
yeah.
happiness. Everything is rocking it out. That's very
Well,
cool.
it's awesome, and then I also I've written 17 books. I've put out 6 music albums, technically five. One of those is actually a meditation album. So I'm big into meditation and improving that practice, and just everything around mindset, physical fitness, and helping other people with that too. Which this project takes a lot of my time, but I still do love to do some of that,
That's
especially to keep my
fantastic.
head in the right place. Yeah.
So you're hyper productive. You publish albums and books. You go for long walks on the beach, which is the first someone's ever said long walk on the beach on this show.
Really?
And yeah, that's fantastic. I know you see people's dating
Well,
profiles.
we're
What
in
do
the
you like?
great
I like long
location.
walks on the beach. You're the first one to actually say it, so that's really cool. And I love the fact that you guys have that mandatory fun day. So in relation, like my wife and I have date day. So we ended up buying the house
Yeah,
next to her parents, and so we just march the kids across the lawn, and then we have a date day. And so they get grandparent time, and
brilliant.
we get marriage couple time and get to actually hang out with each other.
Oh,
So.
that's so important, and we're lucky that we're at this stage where our kids are all grown and gone, so we're empty nest. They're
Mm.
all grown out and making us grandchildren, which is awesome.
That's amazing too.
And yeah, it's fun, and we live in Florida, so they all come and visit down here
Of
when they have
course.
their vacations and things, and that's a hoot. But it really has. We're in this beautiful free space to pursue mission. Some people say, "Oh, you're pursuing legacy." Not legacy, because we don't really care if our names are attached to it or not. We just need to build this thing, and we need to put it out there because people need it. I guess we're at the
Mm.
stage where we're trying to make a difference in the world. Um, and but we still do have to. This project is our baby. We have to
No, that's
send it to its
fantastic.
grandparents.
You have a
Yeah,
mission and a reason every day to wake up and be excited. You know.
yeah,
So one,
yeah.
you're excited because the project. Two, you're excited because future grandkids, and then that's a lot to look forward to.
Oh, it's great. We're in a beautiful place, and we feel so much gratitude for it because life brings up surprises all the time.
As
You
it
kind of
does, as it
you never
does.
know. While we were creating this project, even just in the last year and a half, we've had two parents pass away, one of mine, one of his, then
Mm.
having to help the remaining parents get back on their feet, and
Right.
find life again. I had a surprise abdominal surgery. We got hit with 2 hurricanes in the span of 3 weeks. We've had
Jeez.
stuff just like,
Yeah.
yeah,
When it rains, it pours, as they say.
yeah. So stuff just, but that's life. That's just life
Yeah.
happening. It's gonna pop up. It's gonna hit you when you least expect it. And still we grind, and still we take our at least
Mm.
one mandatory fun day per week. We try to do two. This week is not going to happen because we're working on getting the new version of the portal out. We've got a UI
Right.
update we got to make happen. So sometimes, it's just the one, but that one day is absolutely sacred. And
Fantastic.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sad because we're on the third part already, so that means we're almost done. But this has been a fabulous conversation. Like long walks on the
Oh,
beach,
enjoying it
health,
so
wealth,
much.
happiness, and you're changing the damn
Yeah,
world. Like, okay, well, what more could I
that's
ask for in a
right.
podcast interview? Um, the last piece really is it's almost just repetitive now at this point. It's just give people a reason to connect with you. I want to connect with you after this. So
Yeah.
give people a reason to connect with you. And what specific community piece do you want to grow? You mentioned Discord earlier. Is that kind of the main channel where everybody kind of has discussions? Do you prefer Telegram? Do you prefer X? Where do you want people to go as a kind of a main channel? So this is the ask. Anybody
Yeah.
who's watching this, we want you to go.
Right. So connect with me at geochain.com,
Okay.
because at geochain.com you can see all the other links. If you're someone who wants to get involved to help out with marketing, local events, coding, and you want to get that level of involved, then I'd say go to the Discord. And that link is at the bottom of the website. All the social links are as well.
All right.
If you are socially chatty and you love social media, we're trying to grow our X following right now because we're pretty new over there for the official
Okay.
channel. But you can find links to my X, to the official Geode X, and all of our social channels. So follow us, share it out. Because we've done this with no money so far, the only way people are going to hear about it is when other people tell them. So
Right.
just sharing it out people to people. And we do give, you can start and get in with no money at all. We will give you a little bit of coin when you make an account. And then we have an airdrop, which is more of a bounty style where we will pay you to put your resume in the Life and Work app. We will pay you to
Mm,
set up private messaging and set up social, pick a username before someone else does, and just set up all your apps and we will pay you Geode for all of that. So you can
that's
get in
fantastic.
now, yeah, for nothing, for free, and just get coin. So it's a great time to get in.
Absolutely. Fantastic. That's
Yeah.
probably the single best call to action I've seen on the show so far. So yeah, get in, make stuff, get paid to make stuff, be part of the action, and that's super exciting.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so thrilled with what this year's going to bring.
That's more than I can ask for. This is really cool. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for being on the show. This
Thank you.
this was fantastic. This is one of the better projects I've seen to date, and I've done a lot of these shows already. So, wow! Just my
That's an
only word is
honor.
wow.
Thank you.
So, holy cow! This is fantastic. Any
Thank
parting
you. Well,
words of
thank you
wisdom
so
for the
much.
any parting words of wisdom for the crowd?
I would just say you have a choice. You don't have to give away your time and your effort and your productivity and let someone else profit off of it. You can profit off of it yourself and you can help
Hmm,
others do the same. So get on in here.
fantastic. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.